Good afternoon, YouTube. This is your brother Ferocious Mgtow. I want to come back to you guys with another video. On this one, I want to talk about getting our passports. I know a lot of brothers speak about passports, but I have to chime in and give my 2 cents on the subject. I think we should be called the passport game. Everybody should have a passport, and we should make it our mission to leave the United States so you can go and have your international experience, so you can see how different men are being treated in other countries, and also how these women will treat us given the fact that we are foreigners and we are so-called Americans. People say, oh, well, you know, the women are basically effed up everywhere. You know, they all are hypergamous. They all are looking for resources. Well, yes, that's true. We already know that. But how can we gain the system? We are supposed to be superior in knowledge and know-how. So we can go to these countries and we can deal with the hypergamous nature of the women, because you can just dangle resources in front of them. Well, you don't have to give it to them. So that's what I wanted to bring to you guys today. And also let me share with you guys my experience of leaving the country. 2017, I left twice, and I went to Africa, Ghana in particular. And I must tell you, brothers, I had the time of my life. I got to see a different culture. I got to see different women. I got to see different traditions. And I got to see and taste different foods, experience different languages. And I must say, I had the time of my life. And I realized that the women are becoming or getting familiar with feminism, but their version of feminism is different than the version that we have here in the West. The one we have here in the West is really aggressive. These women are basically looking to destroy men. Well, they're looking to basically compete. They're trying to compete with you on one level, but at the same time, their traditions are very strong. So a lot of women are still calling the men master. You know, they say, you are my master, and I must do what you say. But that doesn't mean that they're not going to try to pull one over on you here and there. So what I've experienced, because I mean, I've taken an African girlfriend, and she tries to get away with little things. And when she does something and I'm not approving of it, I just say no. If she asks me for money, I tell her no. If she asks me for you know, what am I doing or where am I going, or she's asking for to find out everything about me, I just tell her no. And then she has no choice but to just agree with that. Oh, okay, well, she just say okay, because there's no change in my mind. We talked about marriage, and I'll be willing to get married again, even though I'm a Mgtow. But the thing that would be different is that I would marry a woman and leave her in her country. My plan is to buy, which I just completed that, well, part of the phase, I should say phase 1. I bought some land there. I guess it's about a fourth of an acre. So it's a pretty big lot, or they call them plots over there. So my plan is to take my plot, and keep in mind, it only cost me $800 to buy a fourth of an acre, or a third. I don't know if it's a third of an acre or a fourth of an acre. But anyway, it cost me $800. my plan is to build a triplex or a 3-flat. We call it in Chicago 3-flat, but most other places in America they call it triplex. So I'm gonna have 2 side by side, basically button up to each other. 3-bedroom, living room, dining room, kitchen, and a bath and a half in each apartment on the first floor, first level. And then above that, I'm going to build 1 big long unit, which is going to be my unit. I plan to have 6 bedrooms, 3 baths, living room, dining room, kitchen, a home gym, and then of course a home office. And then I'm going to rent out 2 bottom units, and then of course I'm going to live in the top unit when I'm there. So my plan is to spend maybe 7 months here and 5 months over there. So I think these are the things that we need to be considering once we get our passport, to go to these different countries and take advantage of the exchange rate. Where in Ghana, the exchange rate is 4.5 or 4.7 to every US dollar. So it's basically almost 5 to 1. So we should be taking advantage of some of these exchange rates in some of these other countries, because our money will go a lot further. So we should be able to buy land, buy a property, or even start businesses. Maybe we can go to these countries frequent enough and we can meet some good people, honest, trustworthy people in those countries, and partner up with them and start businesses. There's no reason why we shouldn't be getting international money. I'm all about the hustle. How can we make money? I don't want to just travel to these countries and visit for 2 weeks and then come back home. No, I want to go visit for the 2 weeks, look for trustworthy, reputable people, natives of that country, to team up with business-wise and take advantage of the exchange rate. So my money will go a lot further and start businesses with native people. And that way, when I come and go, I can stay longer than the 2 weeks. And now I have a stake in the country. Buy land and then build a 2-unit or 3-unit or a 4-unit in these countries and rent those other units out. And that way I will live for free. So I think these are the things that we need to be doing when we do get our passports and we do travel out of the country and we do this jet-setting lifestyle. So that's what I wanted to bring to you guys today. Just tell you a little bit about my Ghana trip. I had a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful time in Ghana. So now it's 2018, and my travels this year will consist of going back to Ghana to finish the paperwork on my land. Then in November, my plan is to go to South Africa, Botswana, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. So those are going to be the 2 trips I take this year, and I'm still on the fence. I was wanting to go to a conference in China to look for different manufacturers to manufacture products that I wanted to sell here in the U.S. and also sell in Africa. So I'm still on the fence. I'm not going to take my China trip this year because they have 2 conventions in China for manufacturers. One I think is in April and the other one is in October. So if I don't make the April trip, then I'm going to try to make the October trip. And I think I would rather make the April trip because most of all of the new products that's going to be coming to market for the summer is going to be at this conference. So I would have a really good chance of seeing some products that hasn't been introduced to the West yet. And if I could be the first one to bring these products to the West, I could maybe make me a bag that way also. So these are some of the things we should be doing, brothers. We should be linking up from brothers all over the country with these type of ideas so we can get our paper right. That should be the theme going forward. Mgtow should be known as the men who are the most desirable, the most wealthiest men on this planet, so we can start taking advantage of the politicians by buying these politicians to change these laws. Okay, if anybody have any questions, put them in the comment section, and I will get a chance to answer the questions when I take my 10-hour break. But that's what we should be on, just to recap and to conclude this video, brothers. We should be looking to get our passports, travel internationally, go to countries where our money go a long way, and look for opportunities and honest, hard-working natives to team up with, so we can start businesses in those countries, buy land in those countries, and build 2, 3, 4 flats in those countries, rent out the 3, live in 1 for free. And this also gives us access to those countries' women. We should be definitely strapping up if you are into the pump and dump. And even if you're looking to get married, you can marry these women, but just do not bring them to the West. You leave them in their countries and you let them know this up front. I've already spoke to my girlfriend several times, 3, 4, maybe 10 times now, that there's no coming to America. If I decide to marry you because she has no kids, she's 30, she has no kids, and keep in mind, I'm 53. But I told her if we got married, I want her to be helping me run my businesses there. But there's no coming to the West. And she says, hey, no problem. You don't want me to come, I can't come. She doesn't make enough money. You know, she works. She just works as at a hotel, but it'll take her 10 years of saving to save up enough money to buy a plane ticket. So I told her she can come, but you have to pay for your own ticket, and pay for your own accommodation and your own meals. And of course, that would take her 10 years of saving. So my plan is to make things so comfortable there for her that there's no reason to come to the West. So these are some of the things that I want to share with you guys. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and I will answer them. I guess it's the time I should say subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification so you'll get a notification every time I drop a video. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.